This is 12 marks common size balance sheet. Okay. From the following balance sheet of Karnataka Company Limited, prepare common size balance sheet. So they've clearly given it as common size balance sheet, and balance sheet of 2 years is given. As I said, first step, check if the balance sheet is the proper format. If it is in proper format, you can copy the question as it is. If not, arrange it in according to the format. So as I said, the format will be equity and liabilities. First is shareholders fund, non-current liabilities, current liabilities. Under assets, you have two headings, non-current assets and current assets. So this question is in proper format. See, look at the question. It is given in the format, that is equity and liability. Under that, three headings: shareholders fund, non-current liabilities, current liabilities. Under assets, you have two headings: non-current asset and current assets, and the items are mentioned aloud. So this is what I meant by proper format. So what I can do, because the question is given in proper format, I will copy the entire question as it is. Okay, so you will write the heading. They've mentioned the company's name, Karnataka Company Limited. So write Karnataka Company Limited, and they've asked common size balance sheet. So please mention common size balance sheet as at 31/3/2020. So write 2020 and 2021. Whatever is mentioned in the question, you will write it. And then I've just copied all the three columns, that is the particulars column, 2020 and 2020-21's balance as it is. So see here, it's the same. Shareholders fund, under that share capital 8 lakh 50, 10 lakh. So under shareholders fund, share capital 8 lakh 50 and 10,000. Reserves and surplus 1 lakh 50,000. Reserves and surplus 1 lakh 50. So what have I done? I've just copied the question as it is. Now start doing what is being asked to do. So after you copy the question, they're asking you to do common size balance sheet. If it was comparative balance sheet, I would have just compared both the years, see if there's an increase or decrease. That would be your next column. Then percentage increase or decrease, that is the increase or decrease divided by the base year's value into 100. That is for comparative. But here they're asking you to do common size balance sheet. So what will I do? I have to give a common value to something. So when it is balance sheet, I will give a common 100 to your total. Okay, that is your total assets, your total liabilities and total assets, you will give it 100. So I repeat, when it is common size balance sheet, you will give a common 100 to something. When it is balance sheet, you will give a common 100 to the total. Okay, so that means the total of your total equity and liability will be 100% for both the years. Your total assets will be 100% for both the years. So this is your total. Okay, now start doing the sum. So when it is common size, I will take each item divided by the total into 100. Okay, that is 8,50,000 divided by 15,50,000 into 100. I repeat, it is 8,50,000 divided by the base, which is 15,50,000 into 100. So that gives me 54.84%. Next, 1 lakh divided by 15 lakh into 100, 6.45%. Next, 4,50,000 divided by 15,50,000 into 100. I get 29.03%. 1,50,000, I'll show you for one thing. So it is 1,50,000 divided by the total, which is 15,50,000 into 100. So that gives me 9.677. So you can round it off up to 2 decimals, that is 2 numbers after the decimal. So it is 9.68, because after this it is 7, so I can make this as 8. So it will be 99.68%. Okay, the same way I will do for the other numbers. So this will be 7,50,000 divided by 15,50,000 into 100. So 7,50,000 divided by 15,50,000 into 100, which will give me 43.39 percentage. Next, 4 lakh divided by 15,50,000 into 100, 25.81 percentage. 1 lakh divided by 15 lakh into 100, 6.45 percentage. 3 lakh divided by 15 lakh 50,000 into 100 will give me 19.35 percentage. Okay, now I will repeat the same thing for the next year, that is 31/3/2021. So take the value of 2021, each item divided by the total of that year into 100. So 10 lakhs divided by the total, which is 18,50,000 into 100. So that will give me 54.50 percentage. Okay, next, 50,000 divided by 18,50,000 into 100 gives me 2.70 percentage. Next, 5,75,000 divided by 18,50,000 into 100 gives me 31.08%. 2,25,000 divided by 18,50,000 into 100, so 12.16 percentage. Next, 9 lakh divided by the total into 100, so that gives me 48.65 percentage. 4,50,000 divided by 18,50,000 into 100, 24.32 percentage. 2 lakh divided by 18,50,000, that will give me 10.81 percentage. 3 lakh divided by 18,50,000, 16.22 percentage. So what have I done? Because it is common size, I have given a common value to the total assets and total assets and total liabilities. Okay, remember the word common size. So give a common value 100 to the totals. Okay, and then each liability by the total liability into 100. You can write it this way: 2020 it would be each liability divided by total liability into 100. Okay, this is liability of 2020, total liability of 2020. So for 2020 percentage, how do I find out? Each liability of that year divided by total liability into 100. The same thing for the assets. Assets, it will be, this is for liabilities. Okay, for assets, how do I find the percentage? Each asset divided by total asset into 100. So whichever year you do it, take that year's each asset divided by total asset into 100 and fill the percentage. So 80, this is the liability. So this liability divided by total liability into 100. Each liability divided by total liability into 100 gave me the percentage of 2020. 2021, same thing. Each liability divided by total of that year into 100 gives me the percentage. For assets, same thing. Each asset divided by total asset into 100. Each asset divided by total into 100 will give me for that particular year.